Greetings! Welcome to the Tarot Card of the Now. And in this video, I am going to pull one card out of the Dark Carnival deck. It is going to give us a little message or insight for whoever this video calls. And see what the message is right now. Let's see. The message for the now is, we got the Nine of Gats. And this character on this card is actually somebody famous. It is Tech-9. There was a hair on the card. That's what I was just doing. If you're like, what is she doing? There was a hair on it. I took off. My hair is everywhere. But anyway, yeah, if you know of that artist, probably he's been on Forbes list and everywhere in media, so you probably at least heard of him. He is very successful. Like I said, he's on Forbes list and all this stuff. He's made a lot of money. He went from nothing to great fame and fortune while staying in that independent circuit. So that's a great accomplishment, and that's what this card is about. Gats is a wands or staves suit. You could tell because like the idea is guns, gats, fire, right? And this shows right here that your fire is smoldering. That you are more smoke than flame right now. That's definitely what I get from this. And the big thing is tapping into that intuition. If you're watching this the day that I post it, cosmically, astrologically, right now is a good time to listen to your intuition and psychic messages. It's during the Mercury retrograde, and during this, at least this particular retrograde, intuition is heightened, and many astrologists are recommending at this time to follow your intuition as opposed to like logic and reason. Like you really need to listen to your intuition right now. It has things to tell you, and I see that greatly in this card, and that could be applied anytime, even if you're watching this later. I make these videos with the idea that you can watch them anytime. That was the point of these. I used to do a card of the day, and I found that people would come back months, sometimes years later, and identify with it, and it'll have a message for them. So that's why it's the card of the now. Time is crazy like that. So anyway, this card is showing, yes, that you need to listen to intuition and to gain some insight, some ideas, at least some passion for what you have going on in your life, whatever you're striving for, whatever you're striving to succeed at. And it might be partly because you are in the beginning. You're like him in the beginning. He, he's a like rapper, right? I don't know. I don't think I mentioned that. He's famous. Like, oh, okay, but who is he? I never heard of him. He's a rapper. So, and when he started touring, he did it in a van. And if you listen to his music, he mentions this. And I've even seen him because I've been to a concert, and there was this band, and it was him. And he was giving out albums, and he was like really working hard, and there's a lot of other people helping him as well. And he did get a very wealthy backer. Not what most people go for is like a big contract with a big record company. No, he was a furniture salesman. Okay, now he owns a multi-million-dollar record company. So anyway, the point is you're at that point where you're just touring in a van. You're real meager, starting out low budget or pretty much no budget, whatever it is. It doesn't have to necessarily be your career. It could be your hobby, your side business, or anything that is passionate. Like, it doesn't even have to be in the business side of things. Like I said, it could just be a hobby or so forth, but it's pretty meager. what comes to mind right now is a beautiful story I seen on Facebook, Instagram, somewhere, that talks about um, the cosplayers, and there's this cosplayer who has these magnificent costumes. They show a side by side of their costume today and when they first started, and they're like, look, you just gotta start. And that's kind of the message here, is like, you just gotta start. Like, yeah, it's not going to be your best work. You're not going to start out doing your best. You're going to get to your best by starting and working and progressing. So you have to start. You don't have to worry about being an expert. You know, just like this character here, he learned along the way a lot of things, and it took a lot of work. And in the beginning, it takes more work than in the end, but that's the point. Don't let your fire smolder out and go out. Stoke those flames and keep going. Stoke those flames by doing your passion. Just keep doing it. And you might not have all the supplies or could afford to start out with everything you need. Work with what you got and you will get there. Like I said, this dude started out touring in a van. Now he has like several buses and a big crew and a big house, and he started from meager beginnings, okay? In not so good neighborhood, in very poor family, okay? You can do it, just like the cosplayer mentioned. They started out not really being able to afford much, but as you keep doing, you can keep buying one thing of each project. Next thing you know, you've got a bunch of supplies and you can do a lot more stuff. You have to start though. It'll never happen if you don't start. So this card is urging you to start. Don't let any fears or doubts hold you back. Don't think, well, I'm not really perfected my art yet. You're gonna perfect it by doing it and going for it. You gotta just keep going. You gotta do it. Don't let that fire smolder out. That's the big message for right now. If this message really spoke to you, go ahead and like this video, thumbs up, share it for sure with other people who need to hear this message. Subscribe so you can get more videos like this that will help you with some insight for the day and some encouragement, because my readings are all about encouragement. Blessed be.